What's up, everybody? Rod J back again to take a look at another beer. Thanks for swinging by to check out another video. So, thanks to my buddy Average Joe out of Buffalo. He sent me a few beers, and I'm checking out one of those right now. This is one from Gun Hill Brewing. This is a Hessian in Paradise. Now, it's a little hard to see because of the silver can, but it is a Berliner Weiss, and it is a variant of their Hessian Weiss. So it is a nice sour beer, which I always like a good sour. On the bottom there, you actually have some artwork of some revolutionary soldiers at the time. And then Gun Hill Brewing on the side of the can. Like I said, you're going to get a little bit of a glare back because of it being a silver can. But they are out of the Bronx. So first time I've had something from them. First time I've had maybe a beer from someone in the Bronx. So let's go ahead and get this open and get it into a glass. This one actually comes in 3.8% ABV. So a little lighter than usual for what I drink. But with the Berliner Weiss right there in the right area for the ABV. And this is an actual pint can that I was sent in, so 16 ounces. Alright, so there it is into the glass. You can see a nice golden straw color on it. The head came out to be about finger and a half. It is going down at a pretty good rate. It does sit pretty much just off-white on the color, but now you can see it's down to about a half finger. So breaking down very quickly, does have a haze on it as well. Get the light behind it. You do pick up a lot of the illumination of the bubbles streaming to the top. So a nice hazy look for the Berliner Weiss. Wow, it's got a nice aroma to it. Very fresh. Get a nice good amount of tartness coming out of this. You can really pick it up that it's going to be a sour beer. It's got a little bit of a evergreen type feel on it as well in the background. Kind of like a little bit of a slight piney type feel. Not piney in a way that you would think about it as with an IPA or something, but kind of if you were outside, evergreen type pininess from the smell you would pick up from some of the plant life. But very easily out of the glass, so not really sniffing hard, really liking the aroma, very effervescent in that regard. And let's go ahead and get a taste. Oh, wow. So that's got a nice refreshing feel to it. Almost kind of like a Mountain Dew citrusy type flavor in there, but you get that sour tartness like you're biting a piece of sour candy. Nice tart on the back, on the finish, on the palate. Sits very nice as a light body type beer, not too heavy at all. An easy one you could drink on a nice warm day, or even now in the winter, things are a little bit cooler. You just want to relax and have a light beer, not have anything too heavy. This one definitely does that as well. Something like this be nice to actually pair up maybe with like a light salad or something even. Good carbonation, not over carbonated in any means. Good astringency for what you would want to have on a sour. Picking up in the mouth somewhat of a slight fruity type flavor. And the fruitiness I'm kind of picking up here, I want to say it's kind of like almost like an apricot pineapple type feel, kind of a cross between the two. It's really weird. Not something I've really had before as a fruit, but in the most common similarity, I'm kind of getting that kind of tone to it. The thing I really like about this one, though, to be such a light ABV beer, it does not taste as thin as what I would expect it. Has a nice body to it as far as the texture. And when that finish, it does leave a nice refreshing quality. So a nice little representation of a Berliner Weiss here from Gun Hill Brewing out of the Bronx, as I mentioned. As far as the appearance on this one, I did show how the head does dissipate rather quickly. That's not something I'm going to get hung up on. With some of the beers of this style, that tends to happen. But the haze on it, the nice golden straw color, when you do, like I said, put a light behind it, you do get a nice illumination of the bubbles actually happening. I think that is actually a decent enough appearance on this one that I would give this one here a 12 out of 15. Aroma comes right out of the glass, like I mentioned. You want to have something where you're not having to sniff really hard to really enjoy that. That easily doesn't happen with this beer. And it also has a nice presence of the flavor, of the sourness, of the tartness that's taking place here. So that's going to be a 13 out of 15. Flavor-wise, nice initial, nice finish on this one. Duration of the flavor is pretty decent as well. The flavor is lasting for a good amount of time. Nice, refreshing quality. Again, that's what you want to have in a Berliner Weiss. So on this one here, that's a 12 out of 15 as well. As far as on the palate, again, light body, how you want to have with the Berliner Weiss. They're not heavy type beers, so to have that refreshing quality, you want them a little bit lighter. Definitely delivers along those lines. The not having the thinness and the texture for that ABV, like I said, I really do like that as well. And then some of the duration of the flavor kicking around. It's leaving a little bit of action there. Not as much of the mouthfeel action I've had on other Berliner Weisses. It's not really getting anything tingling too much, but it is hanging in there nicely. So for me, that's a 12 out of 15 as well. And then for the overall, I think it's a pleasurable beer. And it kind of also has a little bit of a tinge to it to kind of remind you of like a lemonade as well. But I think if you're looking for a Berliner Weiss and you want something of that sour feel, something of that astringency and tartness, then this one does satisfy that in the palate and in the mouthfeel and everything else that you would expect to get. So for me, I think it delivers there. I'm going to actually give this one a 35 out of 40. So let's go ahead and total all that up. So for me on this one from Gun Hill, their Hessian in Paradise is an 84 out of 100. So solidly decent beer, kind of put it in that mid-B level. And if you've had this before, let me know what you think. Put some comments in the comment section. Love to hear your feedback on it. But not a bad representation representing the Bronx. Again, what you can see from the can there. And check it out if you happen to be up in that New York area. Thanks again, Average Joe. And I look forward to catching you guys next time. Keep drinking those good craft beers. And as always, remember, there's always time. Get your beer on. Cheers.